Denzel said to me a few minutes ago, he said, at your highest moment, be careful, that's when the devil comes for you.
Dawson is joining us from the 3rd class. He was of some assistance to my fiancée last night.
Tell us of the accommodations in steerage, Mr. Dawson.
The best I've seen, ma'am. Hardly any rats.
And how is it you have means to travel?
I work my way from place to place, but I won my ticket on Titanic here at a lucky-handed poker. A very lucky hand.
And you find that sort of rootless existence appealing, do you?
Well, yes, ma'am, I do. Got everything I need right here with me. I mean, got air in my lungs and a few blank sheets of paper. I mean, I love waking up in the morning not knowing what's gonna happen. Just the other night I was sleeping under a bridge, and now here I am on the grandest ship in the world having champagne with you fine people. I figure life's a gift and I don't intend on wasting it. You learn to take life as it comes at you, to make each day count.
Well said, Jack.
3, 1. What are you doing with your life? I thought you said you want to be a great. I thought you said you want to be the best. But you don't act like you don't move like it. You wake up late, you sleep late, you don't study, you don't work out. You don't want this shit. And no one's gonna feel sorry for you when you don't get it. That's your problem.
The eagle lives for 70 years. At the 40-year mark, the eagle loses the sharpness of its beak, the feathers aren't as good, and its talons are weak. So it has a choice. The choice is to die, keep doing what you're doing, living the way you are, or isolate yourself way up in the mountains, smash your beak against a rock till it breaks, wait till it grows back, then pluck your talons out, and then pluck your feathers out, and then stay in isolation till everything grows back. And then when that process is done, then the eagle can live the next 30 years of its life. And that process in nature is called the rebirth for the eagle. And that's something similar that I felt that I went through in my personal life.
As a 26-year-old who's traveled the world and made millions of dollars, here are the 3 things I would tell my 16-year-old self. 1, your friends' opinions don't matter. Just go for it. 2, everyone who judges you is going to end up congratulating you anyway. And most importantly, at number 3, it's going to get so much better than you think, dude.
1. What are you doing with your life? I thought you said you want to be a great. I thought you said you want to be the best. But you don't act like you don't move like it. You wake up late, you sleep late, you don't study, you don't work out. You don't want this shit. And no one's gonna feel sorry for you when you don't get it. That's your problem.
If you are young and in your 20s, study human nature, emotional intelligence, critical thinking, effective communication, time management, problem solving, creativity and innovation, also mental resilience, and you will become powerful. Stop wasting your time thinking about the next step or how to start. Just learn these things, and the universe will tell you what to do by itself.
Be the turtle. Be the turtle. Be the freaking turtle. There are too many high capacity, high caliber women who are not crossing the finish lines because they do not understand this concept that consistency trumps intensity every single time. It is better that you show up in small increments every day than you have massive intensity and you quit on 3 days because it's not sustainable. You wonder why you're always starting over? You wonder why you're always at the bottom? You wonder why you know your capacity is higher but you don't have the results to back it up? Consistency trumps intensity. It does not matter how fast you like to move if you're not freaking going anywhere. As a high achieving woman who has not only been in management and leadership and has coached tens of thousands of women over the last 10 years, I will tell you, this is a hill that I will die on. Be the turtle.
My father could have been a great comedian, but he didn't believe that that was possible for him. And so he made a conservative choice. Instead, he got a safe job as an accountant. And when I was 12 years old, he was let go from that safe job, and our family had to do whatever we could to survive. I learned many great lessons from my father, not the least of which was that you can fail at what you don't want. So you might as well take a chance on doing what you love.
If he could do it, This isn't a movie.
He believed in himself, and you can too.
Oh man, you're gonna put it on me like that?
You can do anything that you want. You can get singing lessons, get a better job, make more money. You could be rich. You could live in the White House someday. You could be president.
Me?
Do what you want to do. It's not up to other people.
It's true.
It's up to you.
Jordan, have I told you the story of the Chinese farmer?
I know the story of the Chinese farmer. Maybe the people don't know the story.
There was a Chinese farmer. He had a horse that he loved. One day, the horse runs away. All the neighbors come, sad, hey, I'm so sorry that your horse was lost. It's such a terrible thing. And he said, I don't know if it's a terrible thing. We'll see tomorrow. The next day, the son arrives, riding in the horse. Everybody's like, oh, this is so great. My son was able to find the horse. This was an incredible situation. He's like, I don't know if it's an incredible situation. We'll tell tomorrow. The next day, the son is riding the horse that was found, that was a blessing, and he falls and he breaks his back. Everybody comes, oh, I'm so sorry. I can't believe this is bad luck. This shouldn't have happened. I don't know if it's bad luck. We'll find out tomorrow. The next day, the army rolls in saying, we are recruiting everybody that's able to work under the age of 25 to come and serve at the army because we're going to war against the Mongolians. My son can't go. He broke his back. Everybody came in. Oh, it's a blessing. I don't know. We'll see tomorrow. And that's how life works. It's not whether this thing is good or bad. It's how you interpret the situation and how you process the information and the worldview and perspective that you have towards something.
Every single time that people tear me down, it gives me more hunger to prove them wrong. I'm gonna get my ass up and I'm gonna work until you eat your words. That's how I stay motivated.
I'm not shy. I just don't speak if I don't have anything to say.
Oh, I see.
That's what tact is. Tact is the art of saying nothing when there's nothing to say. So I have tact. It's not that I'm shy.
Let me pull this shit up. These are the 11 books that made me rich. These are the 11 books I attribute my money to. So we have Time is Money by Aidan Nolan. We have Scientific Advertising. This is probably one of the best books in the world. The Art of War by Sun Tzu. If you haven't read this fucking G book, has revolutionized companies and has revolutionized individuals. A book that none of you guys have ever read because it was given to me by some high net worth individuals, and I know none of you guys have heard it. It's The Millionaire Master Plan. The Changing World Order by Ray Dalio. Shop management. You know, if you want to run a successful business, you have to learn how to manage companies. High output management. You have to learn how to be a CEO. Your Next 5 Moves. The 5 Levels of Leadership by John Maxwell. The Lord of Easy Money. And then finally we have, this is the white paper from Satoshi Nakamoto regarding Bitcoin.
How old are you now? I've been 55 for 10 years. I stopped counting, I'm 55. You know what, age is not that important either. You know, for me, I am on the board of 5 different companies. I run 7 companies. I trade $500 million a day of stock in there. I run an academy of trading. I do motivational speeches all over the world. Today, you'd be amazed. I did 2 TV shows, 4 podcasts, 2 YouTube videos. I traded the market till 4 o'clock and I'm coming to talk to you. So there's no end what you can do with energy and love for what you're doing. And I don't drink coffee. I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. Finding something that gets you up in the morning, wanting to have a great day and inspire other people.
You gotta let go of that stuff from the past because it just doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what you choose to be now.
You have no idea how lucky you are to look the way you look now and to be the way you are. And you are perfect just the way you are. Don't wish your life away. Who cares? Who cares? Let it go. Stop comparing yourself to others. Pace yourself. There's no hurry. Beauty is not on the outside. And there's no way that we can stop aging. It's going to happen no matter what. As long as we are here, it's going to happen.
Write your goals down. It makes all the difference. Harvard did a study in 1973. They took the graduating class and asked how many of them had goals. 100% of them had goals. Well, they asked how many had written down their goals upon graduation. Only 5% of the class had. In 1993, 20 years later, they followed up with the class. They found that the 5% that had written down their goals 20 years prior upon graduating were worth more financially than the other 95% of the class put together.
Look at all those people down there. They follow the rules for what? They're letting fear lead them.
What happens if I don't?
Life's simple. You make choices and you don't look back.
Don't leave anything for later, because later the coffee gets cold. Later you lose interest. Later the day turns into night. Later people grow. Later people grow old. Later life goes by. Later you regret not doing something and you had a chance. So stop waiting for the perfect moment that may never come. Do it today and do it now, because life is happening right now. And remember, time slips away when you least expect it.
I would like to know, when you're in that moment failing and you have to keep going, what do you say to yourself?
What if? A lot of times I'll be in a 200-mile run or something like that, and I'm all jacked up. Body's broken, mind's broken, spirit's broken. I started to say, what if I can pull this off? When I first walked into the Navy SEAL recruiter's office, he looked at me and said, there's only been 35 African Americans in 70 years make it through. You know what I said to myself? What if I can be the 36th? It's the what if I can pull off a fucking miracle. What if I can become someone that no one thinks I can be? And just me talking about that, I have the hair going up on my arms, because it makes me just like, what if I can be that guy that people who call nigger and this and that, and now I'm speaking at Tom Ferry's fucking event. What if? That's it.
I don't believe in talent.
Talent is not enough anymore.
Talent? I don't believe in talent.
Talent without work is nothing, and work without talent is nothing.
I'm here because I worked hard my whole life.
Well, some people, they have talent. It's good. It helps when you have talent. As long as you have a lot of determination and willpower, that's all you need. And you have to have the will to win.
Without that work, no one in this room would know who I am except my family.
Effort, dedication, work hard.
Put the work in and watch the magical ride you go on.
And if you're not dedicated 100%, you're not gonna reach the level that you want.
Saying no is the greatest superpower that you can learn overnight. I used to be the worst people pleaser. I cared so much about making others happy that I forgot about my own goals for years. This made me even resent the people that I love. And I still really hate being rude, but I've learned that saying no is actually necessary. It's a deeper yes to things that you really want. So start small. Say no to one thing this week that doesn't serve you, because if you can protect your time, you can protect your energy. When you can protect your energy, you create space for the things that actually matter.
The easiest way to get rich is to know what tomorrow's newspaper is going to say. If only you knew what I was going to do before I did it, you would have changed your life. Are you in my Telegram where I tell you things before I put them on Twitter? Probably not. Are you inside of the real world where I teach you how to make money? Probably not. And I promise you, if you knew what I know, I'd see you inside of my Telegram channel. Oh, Tate, how are you? How are things? How's it going? How's the court case? And it got me thinking, because this man is making my coffee and he's working hard and he's asking me how my court case is because he's concerned about me going to jail. And I'm looking at him make my coffee and I'm thinking, your situation's worse than jail. I always knew I was going to make it. I knew I couldn't be like all of these brookies. Couldn't do it. Couldn't be a brokey. Couldn't be a wagey. Couldn't be a worky. No, sir. I knew I deserved better.
Logan said this in the episode with me, and it gave me chills when he said it. He was like,
It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most
people are weak.
Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely.
Do what you gotta do until you don't have to do what you gotta do. Okay? Even if you don't want to do what you gotta do it until you don't have to do it. It's the only way out, guys. There's no shortcuts out here.
We don't allow other women to age gracefully. We don't allow ourselves to age gracefully. And we feel like if we're not like we were when we were 25 years old, if we don't look the same, that we have failed in some way. Like we have not done our job by staying in a stagnant place. And I believe that there's not a day that I want to be the same as I was the day before. I always want to be changing, and I always want to be getting older. I always want to be getting wiser.
Hey, everybody wants a shortcut in life. My guidebook is very simple. You want to lose weight? Stop eating, fatty. You want to make money? Work your ass off, lazy. You want to be happy? Find someone you like and never let him go.
I will show you right now. My computer, my desktop, is actually a Ferrari 458. That's the car I want. I also want a GTR and a Huracan, so always keep everything you want in front of you at all times. I kind of imagine myself as already owning the car. It's just always in my mind, like, I'm gonna own this car. It's kind of just a matter of time.
I bought my dream car at 22 years old. It's sitting right behind me. To appreciate the journey, because a lot of people, I think, we're trying to skip to where we are. How do I have the cars quickly and stuff? But they don't realize that that's the fun part, is like figuring out how you can actually achieve it.
If you're doing good, they got something to say. If you're doing bad, they got something to say. I made over $1 billion. You know why? Because I did what the fuck I wanted to do. I'm gonna always tell Tank, do what the fuck you want to do.
Greatest version of you is not the I can do anything version of you. The greatest version of you is the disciplined version of you. The greatest version of you is the version that has parameters. No, I don't do that. I don't drink that. I don't go there with these people. I'm focused.
Beautiful morning, yeah, the sun in my morning bed.
You think about losing. No matter who you are, you're gonna start to feel nervous because you think about, I'm gonna look like a dickhead, this guy's gonna make fun of me. If you start thinking about it, it goes through your head. So you have to master the art of just forgetting the fact that there's a negative possibility. And that's what Connor does. Yay! I'm living my life. You're an idiot. You have shit to do. What do you mean festival? You have things to do. You need to get rich now. I don't know how else to put it in simple language. You need to panic, stop sleeping, feel nervous, get worried, and get rich now.
Every night I dream of freedom, and then I open my eyes and I'm in the same familiar jail cell. I take a few minutes to swallow my disappointment and begin my morning push-ups. Maybe tomorrow I'll wake up somewhere else. I've not lost hope.
I'm pushed to myself. I don't need other players to push myself. Maybe someone's don't like me, but because maybe I'm too good.
So who's the best player in the world ever?
For me, the best player in the world ever, Diego Maradona.
Me.
Why me? Why not Lionel Messi? Yeah.
I understand him because they're looking for the best player in the world. So.
That second goal, your free kick, that's almost becoming your trademark, that style of free kick. Have you got a name for it?
Rocket? No. Everyone wants to be Cristiano, but I give you the map. You think you will do it that?